111 years after the death of a Montcalm County woman, a local family has set out to learn more about the woman after her headstone mysteriously turned up in their backyard.
News 8's Jacqueline Francis talked with the family that made the discovery and has this story new tonight.
What once was lost is now found as one of the oldest gravestones in this cemetery is finally back in its rightful place. Visiting the grave of Elizabeth Hemery, this Montcalm County family can't help but wonder about the life she lived. Hemery died more than 100 years ago, but it was just last week that her story resurfaced in the most unexpected of ways.
Our granddaughter was out swimming, and she said she found a big rock, and she was standing on it, but it was kind of pointed.
Upon closer inspection, Kathy Perez realized what her granddaughter had uncovered.
Once the sand settled, I could see writing on it, and I was trying to put some of the words together, and I could get gone and forgotten.
About a dozen miles from her final resting place, submerged off the shore of Crooked Lake in Sheridan, was the long-lost headstone belonging to Elizabeth Hemery. The groundskeeper at the cemetery confirmed it had been missing, but didn't know for how long. And while there's no saying for sure how or when it ended up there,
my guess is somebody stole it, dumped it in the woods. I don't know if I want to say kids because of the fact that it's heavy. It was heavy.
Perez and her family knew it was up to them to return it to its rightful place.
We put it up there, picked up a few flowers, put them there, and just feel like she's whole again. Just feel like she's whole.
Perez's family left the cemetery that day wanting to know more about the woman to which the headstone belongs to, especially her 7-year-old granddaughter Stacia, who discovered it in the first place.
She was right there on the computer with me trying to find any kind of parts of history that would connect the Elizabeth to anything, truly. We were looking up her name, we were looking up her maiden name. Their
search led them to her death certificate, which shows Elizabeth Hemery was born in 1826 and died of heart problems in 1909 at the age of 83. Just as it's engraved at the top of her headstone, Elizabeth was a mother of at least 2 kids, one of which is thought to be buried next to her.
I think she had 2 daughters. I know the newest one was called Albina, and they called her Biney. Biney Grimm. That's all. Other than that, I'm just still shopping. I'm still looking.
The hope is to connect with any of her relatives still alive today. So far, they've found a distant cousin in Phoenix, but no one still living in West Michigan.
She was shocked. She says, quite honestly, she hasn't, because she's out in Phoenix, and it's 5 times removed, She really didn't know.
The family won't be giving up on their search anytime soon, telling me they can't help but feel a connection to Elizabeth from beyond the grave.
Felt like she was part of our family, and we just wanted to reach out and find more of her family and kind of just learn more about this woman that in such an odd way touched our family.
By sharing this story, the family hopes to connect with more of Elizabeth Hemery's ancestors in hopes of learning more about the life she lived. Reporting in Fenwick, Jacqueline Francis, News 8.